Hey guys, it's DHDS Racer back here again with another Hobby King review. This time I picked up one of their new little Spitfires, little park flyer warbird. Surprisingly nice, actually. This is technically an Art Tech plane made by a company called Art Tech. You can purchase these domestically in the U.S. at Banana Hobby. There's a couple other places out there that carry a lot of Art Tech planes. But it is stocked with the same electronics all the Art Techs are. They just have Hobby King stickers on them. Doesn't come with the manual. That's kind of a big deal because you got to find the CG. But it's not too difficult because there's really no motion for the battery to move around. So you're kind of doomed one way or the other. But CG wasn't a big issue for me. This plane is very powerful with the stock setup. It was doing 157 watts at 15 amps, which is pretty good numbers considering the low weight of this plane. I'm running a 1050 milliamp battery, 1050 milliamp at 20C discharge, and that was more than enough discharge rate for what the motor could pull. And the 1050 was lighter weight than the 1300 recommended, but I wanted to keep the performance pretty high, and I was okay with having a slightly further back CG just for more aerobatics. For beginners flying this plane, definitely put a 1300 in, keep the weight in the nose. It'll keep it a little more stable, a little easier to fly and land. It also will do better in less than ideal conditions. But with the CG further back, it's a little flickier, a little more fun to fly. But once the wind gets a little turbulent, then it starts getting tossed around and you're starting to have trouble there. So tons of power, almost unlimited vertical. Quality of the foam is really nice. It does take regular CA glue. I'm not quite sure why. I thought it was EPS, but it must not be because EPS cannot take CA glue. Normally eats it. But this one had no trouble. The paint's really nice. It does come with a little figurine as a pilot. That guy I pretty much ripped out. It was actually wiggling around in there, totally loose. The glue had come undone, so I pulled it out anyway because I didn't want any extra weight behind the center of gravity just because I was running the lighter weight batteries. Another nice feature is the removable landing gear on the wing. It's just got the standard bent steel rods that just press into the wing from the side, and you can remove them fairly easily with the little fake skirts that go alongside. So if you do need to belly land this thing wherever you're flying, you can do that. Does suck because the tri-bladed prop will get hit. There's no way around it, but not too big of a deal. Fairly slow flyer, nice and stable. I definitely recommend it for any parks. The only thing I didn't like is the tape on the bottom that covers up the servo and the servo wires. Didn't really stick from the factory, so I actually had to take an iron and seal that down, almost like it was actually a monocoat iron, just to heat it up to get that glue to tack down again. Another thing, the glues for the hatch, the magnets that were glued to the hatch weren't really properly glued, so those tended to come off, just a little CA glue on the side of that. And the servo motion on the ailerons was actually fine, but it was a little limited on the upstroke than on the downstroke, so you have to be real careful for setting up your mins and maxes on the servos not to stress it on the downstroke on one side. The upside will not match, basically. So overall, great plane, fairly cheap. The quality really surprised me. Definitely go pick this one up. It's a real good one. Take care, guys.